Hey guys, I'm back in the UK, 2K13. I've not slept in about 36 hours, and I'm in a bit of a predicament. I could go to bed now and get some epic sleep in, but then I'd wake up at like 1 AM, and then my sleeping pattern would be completely screwed, and there's no coming back from that. Or I can just power through, go to bed at like 12 maybe, wake up at 10 in the morning, and everything's back to normal. It's all fixed. As you can tell, I do sound a bit raspy. I've actually contracted American man flu. I only ever been to America once, which was in 2010 when I went to Florida. And now I've gone back there, and my white blood cells are like, dude, we don't know what this virus is, man. Like, we got nothing. The firewall's down, and then the virus just come along, and it's just like, God, Jack, it's time for some man flu, motherfucker. So I've got man flu, and I haven't slept for 36 hours. So I'm feeling pretty rough, but I thought I'd make a video. You know how it is, give you some updates, and yeah, talk a little bit about E3. So E3 was epic. It was very busy. It was always like, right, you got an interview now, you got a capture session now, then you got to go and edit. Then I got to go play Battlefield 4. Then I got to go capture Battlefield 4. So it was very hectic, but at the same time, like, such an amazing experience. Really cool. Met so many awesome people. The Yogscast guys, Dan Bull, Dave Brown, the Gamer Sheep, the Australian dude. But yeah, it was just a massive event, guys. Like, with the next gen consoles on the horizon, they're coming out in November or December, around that sort of time anyways. There were just so many good games. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Division, The Crew, Watch Dogs, Titanfall looks like a hell of a lot of fun. Battlefield 4, of course. DayZ Standalone was awesome. I got to play that. The graphics on Need for Speed Rivals are off the fucking chain. Easily the best graphics I've ever seen on a racing game. Very good. Mirror's Edge 2, of course. I mean, they said that was gameplay footage from the trailer. If that is gameplay footage, then wow, that is really something else. It just... so many great games announced, and I actually got to play a lot of them too, which was incredible. I went over there with Christine, my girlfriend, and we recorded together loads of video, and we took loads of pictures. Now, I will be making more E3 videos, but in terms of photographs, I'll probably be putting all of them up on my Facebook page. Got some quite interesting ones there, so you definitely want to check those out. But yeah, definitely more E3 coverage coming up on the channel. Now I'm back home, I'm back at my PC, I'm not editing on a laptop. I can sort of take my time, go through all the footage and pick out all the little interesting bits, so you guys can feast on all that juicy information and footage. It's going to be awesome. Coming up on my channel in the next few days, I've got my Battlefield 4 footage. As you may know, he sent a load of YouTubers over there. I was already there with Ubisoft, so they let me tag along and record some stuff. There were loads of YouTubers there, basically, and we all got the chance to play it and record it. We had about 40 minutes in total of recording. I actually played the game a little bit more than that, but it was at times when I wasn't allowed to record, so I think that I've got a good grasp of what the alpha is like, what they're aiming for with BF4 at the moment. I'm probably going to do 3 videos on it. I've got some really cool unique footage on there where we're looking at the kits, the flashbangs, the customization, the camouflages, some epic kill streaks of course in there, so it's really good stuff. You don't want to miss out on it basically. I also managed to get an interview on the Thursday afternoon with Rocket, so that's Dean Hall, the driving force behind DayZ and DayZ Standalone. It was a great interview, lasted about 20 minutes. He did a little walk through the game, showing off some of the new features, and then I threw a load of questions at him. So I tried to ask the question from a DayZ player's standpoint instead of just generic journalist questions. I took a couple of questions from Reddit and Twitter and also threw some of my own in there as well, so I think we got some good answers out of him. Really looking forward to that. It's about 20 minutes long. You got to check that one out. The Last of Us as well. I've had my eye on that game for a very long time now. I love the Naughty Dog games, all the Uncharted games, 1, 2 and 3. I've played them all the way through. Never really done a full Let's Play on my channel before, but I think because of the story and because of the fantastic reviews that this game is getting, then The Last of Us just seems like the perfect fit for me to do my first ever Let's Play. So should be starting that on Monday, maybe even tomorrow. We'll see. I do have lots of videos to post already, so I'm probably going to start that on Monday. So yeah, I'm excited for that. It's going to be fun. Anyways, the footage you're seeing here is my personal captured footage from a game called The Mighty Quest for Epic Loot. Bit tongue-in-cheek, and I'm sure you can tell from the graphics and from the sort of gameplay that is the style of the game. So it's a bit of a dungeon crawler in the vein of Diablo, but the twist is you have a castle, you can build a castle, you can add things to it. You also have to set the monsters up inside it to defend it from other players. So there's an element of tower defense there as well as dungeon crawling, which is quite interesting. You can make wagers with your mates, so you can say, Barry, I bet you my 4 strength, 4 stam leather belt that I can defeat your castle in under 2 minutes, and then you see if you can do it. If you do it, you get to keep Barry's loot. If you fail, then he'll get your 4 strength, 4 stam leather belt. So there's quite an interesting wager system going on there. The combat in it is actually quite satisfying. I only played this for about an hour or so, but I had a developer next to me as well, sort of walking me through things. It is in beta at the moment, so there are ways of getting keys for it, and it's quite an interesting alternative to Diablo. It's all about getting the best loot and making your castle as beefy as it can be, and generally just having a bit of a laugh with your mates. You can even watch replays of your failed or successful attempts at raiding other people's castles, for example. There's all sorts of monsters you can drop in your castle. You can put like Cyclops in there, you can put traps, you can put little demons that buff the other monsters. If you want, you could just put 20 chickens in there with like a big chicken boss at the end. Who wouldn't want to do that? It's all about the chickens. So yeah, Mighty Quest for Epic Loot, it's in beta at the moment. Sign up on the website, go and check it out. Definitely going to be one of those addictive time waster games. You should go and check it out. Moving on now to some Assassin's Creed 4 multiplayer footage. Again, this is my personal captured footage. This is not B-roll. I recorded this myself. Ubisoft gave us like a big lounge in a secret location in Los Angeles where we could play all the latest games. There's like Xbox Ones there, PS4s there, so we had opportunities to capture and play all these games. Assassin's Creed 4 was one of those games. I thought I'd check it out. Now, my Assassin's Creed history is a bit rough. I played Assassin's Creed 1 all the way through, Assassin's Creed 2 all the way through. I played half of Brotherhood, and I never played Revelations, and I never played 3. Although I've been told that 3 is actually really very good, so I should get around to playing it. Anyways, the multiplayer component of it, I do know about it, and I know that in some of the modes you just have to assassinate a certain target. So the mode I'm playing here, I believe, is called Purist Mode. So normally in the multiplayer you get like abilities, so you get like a smoke bomb, you can get other things to sort of dissuade your target, but basically this mode is all about your style and the way that you kill your target and the way that you avoid your aggressor. So if you're someone's target and then you avoid them with style, or if you've got a target and you assassinate them with style, you can get double points. You can get up to like 900 points, which I think is the maximum in this game mode. So it focuses mainly on style, and it forces players to just use their instincts and their wits to kill other players by removing some elements of the HUD and their special abilities. Like I said, I'd never played Assassin's Creed multiplayer before. It's a bit like Spy Party. I know I did a video on that the other day, but on this, of course, you get to see who your target is. You get the little radar at the bottom, and then when they're in your field of view, very close to you, it turns blue. You look at the bottom right, you see if you can find that guy on the screen, and then you try and assassinate them. Now, of course, if they figure out that you're the assassin, they can stun you and lose you as an aggressor. So the important thing is to remain as stealthy as possible and be as stylish as possible, so you get more points. For example, say I was blending in with a crowd, or I was hidden in like a hay bale or something, and then my target just happens to walk past. I just jump out and just quickly stab him in the neck. Awesome animations, by the way, in this game for the kills and stuff. Like, you can tell that they've put a lot of work into it. There are some bugs here and there because it's quite an early build of the game, I was told, but yeah, it's looking really swish. I actually played this game with a PS4 controller, which was really cool. I'm digging the new PS4 controller. I think it's a lot better than the PS3 controller. It just feels more robust, a more solid piece of kit. I think the PS3 controller is a bit too light. I don't like the triggers or the sticks on it, but the sticks are now concave, so you can get some nice purchase on them with your thumbs. Also, the triggers are now nice and triggery, which is always a good factor. So yeah, I'm sure if you're into Assassin's Creed multiplayer, you'll probably know all about this. But if you're not, then this is definitely a fun game mode. If you end up picking up Assassin's Creed 4, which is all about pirates, who doesn't want to play as a pirate? Yohami Hearties and all that jazz. Make sure that you check out the multiplayer because it's pretty damn cool. That's all for today, folks. Hope you enjoyed this video. Leave me a rating if you did. Hope you enjoyed the previous interview videos that I did on the channel. Go and check them out if you haven't seen them already. We've got Watch Dogs, we've got Splinter Cell multiplayer, Splinter Cell single player, also some reactions to the Ubisoft press conference from Yogscast Hannah, Dan Bull Duggleby, the rapper dude, Dave Brown, Duncan from the Yogscast. There's all sorts of shit going on. Make sure you check out all the E3 videos that I've been uploading. Thanks for watching, guys. Plenty more content coming out this week. It's going to be epic. I'm going to go to bed now. I'm absolutely shattered. I'll see you in the next one.